Speak English daily, even when you're busy. Welcome to segment 1 of the series, Daily English Speaking Practice for Busy People. Whether you're working full-time, studying, taking care of family, or juggling multiple responsibilities, you probably feel like you don't have time to practice English. You might be thinking, I want to improve my speaking, but my schedule is packed. I don't have time for long classes or complicated grammar drills. I forget everything I study because I'm not consistent. If any of these sound familiar, this training is for you. In this series, you'll learn a system that helps you practice English speaking daily, even if you only have 10-20 minutes a day. We'll focus on natural language, emotional expression, fluency, not memorization or textbook grammar. And in segment 1, we start with the foundation, building a simple, sustainable daily habit that fits into your busy life. Why speaking daily matters, even if it's just 10 minutes. Many people believe they need hours of study to become fluent. That's simply not true. Consistency beats intensity. Practicing English for 10 focused minutes a day is more powerful than studying for 2 hours once a week. Why? Because language fluency is like a muscle. It needs daily movement. Just like going to the gym, short regular sessions build strength over time. If you only speak English once a week, your brain resets between sessions. But if you speak every day, even a little, you build recall, rhythm, and natural speech. So don't wait for a perfect time. Make use of the small moments in your day. What this series is and what it's not, let's make this clear. This is not a grammar-heavy course. This is not an exam preparation course. This is not focused on memorizing lists of vocabulary. This is real, practical voice training to help you speak more confidently, sound more natural, think and respond faster, reduce hesitation, make English a natural part of your routine. We focus on how to use English, not just how to study it. Whether you want to speak better at work, in interviews with friends, or while traveling. This system will help you become the speaker you want to be. What busy learners struggle with. Let's look at some common challenges busy learners face and how we'll overcome them. 1. No time for long lessons. You'll learn how to use short speaking bursts, 5 to 10 minutes of focused, guided practice. 2. No one to speak with. You'll discover how to train your voice alone without needing a speaking partner and still get real results. 3. Fear of sounding wrong. We'll use safe, structured self-practice to help you build confidence in private before you take it public. 4. Forgetting what you learn. You'll repeat useful phrases, not isolated words. This builds long-term memory and real-life fluency. If you relate to these, you're not alone. And you're not stuck. Your goal is not perfection. It's progress. Many learners believe they must speak perfectly to speak at all. But that mindset creates fear, not fluency. The truth? Fluency means speaking comfortably and clearly, not perfectly. It's okay to make small grammar mistakes. It's okay to forget a word and work around it. What matters is that you communicate, express, and connect. So in this course, your goal is not to become perfect. Your goal is to become real, expressive, and consistent. The core daily practice structure. Let's look at the 3-part system we'll use throughout the series. Step 1. Listen and shadow, 3-5 minutes. Each day, listen to a natural English sentence or phrase. Repeat it out loud. Focus on tone, emotion, rhythm, pronunciation. This is called shadowing, and it trains your brain and mouth to work together. You don't need to understand every word, just copy the sound and feeling. It builds fluency at the instinct level. Step 2. Speak freely. 5 minutes. Talk out loud about your day. Describe what you're doing. Tell a short story. Give your opinion on a topic. This trains confidence. Thinking in English flow under pressure. If you get stuck, don't stop. Pause. Try a different word. Keep going. Step 3. Phrase repetition. 2-3 minutes. Pick 3-5 useful phrases from that day. Repeat them out loud until they feel natural. Examples. I've been meaning to. I'm not sure yet. It depends on. I'm trying to figure it out. These phrases build your real life speaking muscle. Why speaking alone works? Yes, it really does. You might be thinking, but if I'm practicing alone, who corrects me? Isn't it better to speak with real people? Yes, conversations are important, but they're not the only way to practice speaking. Speaking alone helps you. Practice without fear. Repeat as much as needed. Focus on your weak points, build rhythm and memory, become more self aware of your habits. It's private, focused, and flexible. Perfect for busy learners. And when you do have real conversations, you'll be more ready. Let's practice together. Your first 10-minute routine. Let's do your first daily session together. Step 1. Shadowing practice. 3 minutes. Listen to this sentence, then repeat it. I've had a really busy day, but I'm glad I made time for this. Repeat it 5 times. Match the tone. Feel the emotion. Try saying it faster, then slower. Make it feel like your own voice. Now this. Honestly, I didn't feel like doing anything, but I showed up anyway. Repeat. Add your own energy. Say it casually, then seriously. Make it yours. Step 2. Speak freely. 5 minutes. Now talk about your day. Out loud. What did you do today? What's something that annoyed you? What are you planning for tomorrow? If you're not sure what to say, just describe your surroundings. Keep your voice moving. Don't stop. Step 3. Repeat key phrases. 2 minutes. Practice these 3. I showed up anyway. I'm glad I made time for this. I didn't feel like it, but I did it. Repeat each 10 times, out loud. Let them become automatic. You've just completed your first practice in under 10 minutes. What you'll learn in the next segments. In the next 7 sessions, we'll go deeper into the strategies that work for busy learners. Segment 2, how to make English part of your day without studying. Segment 3, build a small daily routine. You can actually stick to segment 4, improve speaking without a partner. Segment 5, express yourself without searching for words. Segment 6, train your brain to think in English. Segment 7, use real-world topics to train fluency. Segment 8, how to stay motivated when you're tired or busy. Each one is practical, voice-friendly, and built to fit into your schedule, no matter how busy you are. Final words for today. You don't need perfect grammar, you don't need fancy vocabulary, and you don't need hours of free time. You just need 10 focused minutes, a few phrases a day, and the belief that your voice matters. Start today, not next week, not after your next break. Start now, even with 5 minutes. Because fluency is not built in a classroom. It's built in your living room, your kitchen, your car, anywhere your voice can move. And the more you use it, the more it becomes your own. How to make English part of your day without studying. Welcome to segment 2. In the last session, we began with something simple but powerful. Learning how to build a 10-minute daily speaking habit that works even if you're extremely busy. Now we go one step further. Today's focus is this. How do you make English part of your real daily life without setting aside time for formal study? In this segment, you'll learn how to practice speaking during your normal routines. Use dead time to activate your English shift, your mindset from study English to live in English. Because the truth is, if you want to be fluent, you don't need more study. You need more exposure, more speaking, and more connection to real English throughout your day. And you can do that without changing your schedule. Language is a lifestyle, not a subject. Let's begin with a mindset shift. Most learners think of English as a school subject, something you open a book for, something you study in 1 hour sessions with notes and tests. But fluent speakers, note, especially second language speakers, don't treat English like that. They treat it like a tool they carry with them. It's part of their daily life. It flows through their conversations, their thoughts, their decisions. If you're serious about fluency, you need to stop thinking of English as something separate. It should become a thread running through your day, just like music, just like your phone, just like your thoughts. You don't study English, you live in English. Speak during the moments you already have. You may feel like you have no time to practice English, but if we look closely, you actually have several pockets of time throughout your day. Let's break them down and show how to turn them into speaking opportunities. 1. While getting ready. Brushing your teeth, making coffee, getting dressed, these are perfect chances to talk to yourself out loud. Okay, what do I need today? I didn't sleep well, but I've got a full schedule. Let's make this quick. I've got to leave in 20 minutes. You're narrating your routine in real time. That's fluency training without extra time. 2. While commuting in the car, on the bus, walking to work, this is excellent. Talk to yourself time. Practice common phrases. Repeat what you hear from a podcast. Talk about what you're going to do today. Examples. I have 3 meetings and one of them will be tough. I should have packed my umbrella. It looks like rain. Let me try saying that again, but faster. It's private, it's casual, and it works. 3. While doing chores, washing dishes, folding laundry, cleaning your room, instead of letting your mind drift, try this. Describe what you're doing. Give short monologues about your day. Try reacting to imaginary questions. Example. Someone asked me how I stay organized, and honestly, I don't. I usually write down my tasks, but I forget half of them. Suddenly, you're training your speaking skills while doing housework. That's smart time management and real fluency practice. English as your mental background language. Here's a powerful shift. Try thinking in English during your day. You don't even have to speak out loud. Just start forming thoughts in English. What should I eat for lunch? Did I send that email? This meeting is so long. Even 5 minutes of thinking in English trains your brain to process the language faster. It builds fluency from the inside. So instead of telling yourself, I'll study later, tell yourself, I'll think in English now, while I walk, cook, or wait in line. Your brain becomes more flexible. Your responses become quicker. You feel more natural. Because English becomes part of your internal world. Replace passive input with active practice. You probably already listen to music, scroll your phone, or watch short videos every day. So here's the strategy. Don't add more to your schedule, just switch some input to English. Instead of scrolling in your first language, watch a short English video. Then speak your reaction out loud. That was funny. I didn't expect the ending. I didn't understand every word, but I got the point. That's something I could try tomorrow. Turn a 3-minute video into a 5-minute fluency booster. Same time, different mindset, real improvement, set language, triggers around you. Let's make your environment support your fluency. These are small changes that remind you to engage with English. Change your phone assistant to English. Rename your app folders to English categories. Leave sticky notes with useful phrases on your mirror or desk. Set alarms titled Speak for 2 minutes. Add short scripts to your fridge, laptop, or bathroom mirror. Each small reminder creates a cue, a mental trigger to switch into English mode. You don't need big effort, you just need repeated contact points. Build your speaking muscle memory. The more you speak out loud and even briefly, the more confident you become. Try this challenge. Speak for 60 seconds at least 3 times today. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be interesting. Just open your mouth and move your voice in English. Topics. What's the best thing that happened today? What do you need to do tomorrow? What's annoying you this week? Repeat it 3 times throughout the day. Morning, afternoon, night. This is how fluency is built. Not in a classroom, but in real time, during your real life. How to stay consistent, even when you're tired. Let's be honest, some days you'll feel too busy or tired to speak English. That's normal. But you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent enough. Here's how. 1. Set a minimum bar. Promise yourself, I'll speak at least 1 minute, even on tough days. That keeps the habit alive. 2. Track your streak. Use a calendar or habit app. Mark every day you speak out loud. Seeing progress builds motivation. 3. Don't aim for big. Aim for today. Forget about next week or next month. Just speak today. If you keep doing that, you'll be shocked by how far you go. Practice together today's 10-minute speaking task. Let's build another simple, powerful session together. Step 1. Shadowing. 3 minutes. Repeat these phrases aloud. I don't have a lot of time, but I make it work. I just squeeze it into the day, even if it's 5 minutes. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up. Practice tone. Say it casually, then with energy. Make it sound natural. Step 2. Speak freely. 5 minutes. Talk about your busiest day this week. What did you do? What felt stressful? What are you proud of? Try not to pause. If you get stuck, switch topics. Just keep your voice moving. Step 3. Repeat key phrases 2 minutes. Say these 10 times each. I make it work. Even 5 minutes counts. Speaking daily is the goal, not studying. Done. That's your 10-minute voice workout. What's next? In segment 3, we'll help you create a speaking routine that fits your actual life. Not a big plan you'll forget next week, but a small, smart system that works with your schedule and keeps you improving day by day. Until then, remember this. You don't need more time. You need better use of the time you already have. And every word you speak, even alone, even short, builds your future voice. Build a speaking routine you can actually stick to. Welcome to segment 3. In the last session, we explored how to make English part of your daily life, not by studying harder, but by using small moments in your day to practice. You learned that real fluency doesn't require more hours, it requires better use of the hours you already have. Now we take that further. Today's focus is how to build a daily English speaking routine that you can actually follow. In now add these without burning out. You'll learn how to set realistic goals, design a simple, flexible routine, use habit science to stay consistent, avoid common mistakes that cause learners to quit because a routine that looks good on paper is useless if it doesn't survive your real life. Let's build something that works. The problem with most study plans. Let's begin with a hard truth. Most people fail not because they're lazy, but because they set routines that are too difficult to follow. You might feel motivated one day and create a long plan. Every morning, I'll study grammar for 30 minutes, practice speaking for 20 minutes, and review vocabulary for 15 minutes. That sounds productive. But when life gets busy, and it always does, that plan falls apart. And once you miss a day or two, you feel guilty. You think, I failed. Then you stop. The problem wasn't you. The problem was the plan. So let's fix that by creating a speaking routine built on flexibility, simplicity, and sustainability. What makes a routine? Successful routines have four traits. Simple, you don't need to think about it. Short, you can finish it in 10-15 minutes. Enjoyable, you don't hate doing it. Visible, you can track your progress. We'll build your speaking routine using these four principles because if it's not simple, short, enjoyable, and visible, you won't do it for long. Step 1. Choose a time slot that matches your life. First, choose one consistent time block in your day, not the best time, the most reliable time, even if it's only 10 minutes. Examples: in the morning before work, during your lunch break right after dinner, while walking alone in bed before sleeping. The key is consistency, not perfection. If your time changes every day, it becomes easier to skip. Set a daily reminder. Make it a ritual, like brushing your teeth. And if you miss a day, don't quit. Just restart tomorrow. Step 2. Create a routine. Template. You don't need a new plan every day. Create a repeatable pattern you can follow on autopilot. Here's a 10-minute speaking routine you can use daily. Minute 1 to 3. Shadowing practice. Pick 2 to 3 phrases from a podcast or script. Repeat them out loud. Focus on rhythm, tone, and natural expression. Example phrases. Let me think about it. I'm not sure, to be honest. It's been a long day, hasn't it? Repeat each one 5 times. Match the native rhythm. Minute 4 to 7. Freestyle speaking. Talk about your day. Describe your plans. React to an imaginary situation. You might say, today was chaotic, meetings, messages, and barely any time to breathe. If someone asked me about my biggest challenge right now, I'd say, one thing I wish I had more time for is no script, no filter. Just speak. Minute 8 to 10. Phrase review. Take 2 to 3 useful phrases and repeat them. Make them feel automatic. Example: I've been meaning to. I can't complain. That's totally fair. Repeat them 10 times. Try different tones. Use them in a new sentence. This 10-minute template can be repeated every day with different content. It's light, fast, effective, and easy to stick to. Step 3. Track your progress. Here's what most learners miss. Progress tracking isn't just for discipline, it's for motivation. Each day, mark your calendar or habit app when you complete your routine. Even a simple check mark gives you a sense of completion, a record of consistency, a small reward for your brain. You can also keep a voice journal. Record 1 minute of speech each day and compare weekly. You'll hear the improvement, yet in confidence, tone, and flow. Progress is invisible if you don't track it. Step 4. Prepare a content bank. To make your routine easy, prepare materials in advance. You don't need new content every day. You just need a bank of phrases and topics to pull from. Here's how to build it. Collect phrases from podcasts or TV shows. Write down natural sentences you hear from native speakers. Note 10 daily conversation topics: work, health, friends, problems, news, etc. Add personal prompts. What happened today? What stressed me? What made me laugh? This way, when it's time to practice, you're not searching. You're ready. Step 5. Make your routine flexible. Some days will be harder, you'll feel tired, rushed, unmotivated, so create two versions of your routine. A. Full routine, 10 minutes. 3 minutes shadowing, 4 minutes freestyle. 3 minutes repetition. B. Minimum routine, 3 minutes. Repeat one phrase 10 times. Talk out loud about one small topic. Say, I showed up today. That's what matters. Even on hard days, do something. This keeps the habit alive. And when the habit lives, the skill grows. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's quickly go over 5 mistakes that stop learners from sticking to a routine and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Over-planning. If your routine is too detailed, you'll burn out. Keep it simple. Mistake 2. Waiting for motivation. Motivation comes after action, not before. Start, then feel good. Mistake. 3. Speaking only in your head. Think in English, yes, but speak out loud daily. Your voice needs training. Mistake 4. Measuring grammar, not growth. Don't focus on perfect accuracy. Focus on comfort, flow, and confidence. Mistake 5. Comparing yourself to others. Your journey is yours. Track your own progress, not someone else's speed. Practice together. Your routine for today. Let's do a full 10-minute session together. Step 1. Shadow. These phrases repeat each 5 times. I just got through a crazy day. I'm not even sure how I managed. Still, I'm glad I didn't skip this. Focus on sound and emotion. Step 2. Freestyle speaking. Talk about your biggest challenge today. What happened? How did it feel? How did you respond? Speak freely for 3 to 4 minutes. No stopping, no judgment. Step 3. Phrase repetition. Say these 10 times. I made it work. Not perfect, but done. Progress is progress. Done. That's your full voice workout. Final words for today. Fluency is not a goal you hit. It's a direction you move in. One day at a time. And if your daily routine is realistic, if it feels doable, flexible, and empowering, you'll keep going. Don't try to do everything. Just do something every day. Speak out loud. Use real phrases. Track progress. Repeat. Your voice will get stronger. Your confidence will grow. And slowly, but surely, English will become a part of you. In segment 4, we'll tackle one of the biggest questions. How do you improve speaking if you don't have anyone to talk to? You'll learn solo speaking techniques that work, even without a conversation partner. Until then, keep showing up. Keep it simple. And trust that your daily effort is building something real. How to practice speaking English without a partner. Welcome to segment 4. One of the most common struggles English learners face, especially busy learners, is this: I don't have anyone to practice speaking with. You may not live in an English-speaking country. You may not have English-speaking friends. You might be shy or just unsure where to begin. So today we're going to solve that problem. In this segment, you'll learn how to practice speaking English alone, simulate real conversations without a partner, build fluency by training your voice, your ear, and your thinking. Use solo techniques that actually feel engaging and effective. Because here's the truth. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a native speaker. You don't need a language exchange. You just need your voice, your mind, and a daily system. Let's dive in. Why solo speaking works. Before we get practical, let's answer a basic question. Is speaking alone actually useful? Yes. In fact, some of the most confident English speakers learned by practicing alone for months, even years, before ever talking to a native speaker. Here's why solo practice is powerful. No pressure, you're free to make mistakes. Total control, you choose what to say and how long to speak. Unlimited repetition, you can say things again and again until they feel right. Daily consistency, no need to wait for someone else's schedule. Think of it like learning an instrument. You don't perform in front of an audience on day one. You practice alone every day until your skills are strong. English is the same. Use your voice every day, even in an empty room, and it will become fluent. What to focus on? When practicing alone, you might be thinking, if I'm speaking by myself, how do I know if I'm improving? Great question. When practicing solo, focus on flow. Can you speak without pausing too much? Comfort. Do you feel more relaxed speaking English than last week? Clarity. Are your sentences clearer? Tone. Do you sound more expressive and natural? Vocabulary use. Are you using real useful phrases? You don't need a partner to measure these things. You just need awareness and a system that gives you feedback. Let's look at that system now. Solo speaking. Method number 1, voice journaling. This is one of the most powerful habits you can build, and it only takes 5 to 10 minutes a day. Here's how it works. Pick a topic, your day, your feelings, your goals, a story. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Speak continuously in English out loud. Record your voice. Optional. Listen back and reflect. This builds fluency, thought-to-speech connection, self-awareness, listening comprehension. Start simple. Don't try to sound advanced. Just speak as if you're telling a friend about your life. Example prompts. What was the most stressful thing that happened today? What's one thing you're looking forward to this week? What would you change about your daily routine? You'll be surprised how much progress happens just by showing up daily. Solo speaking. Method number 2, shadowing and repeating. We've mentioned shadowing before. Now let's go deeper. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating their words immediately after as closely as possible. How to do it? Choose a short video clip, podcast, or scripted audio, play one. Sentence. Pause and repeat it out loud, match the tone, speed, rhythm. Replay until it sounds natural. Move to the next sentence. Why this works? You train your mouth and ears, you absorb rhythm and pronunciation naturally. You develop instinctive fluency, not memorized phrases. Start with short, natural clips. No long lectures, real conversations, emotional tone. That's what builds real speech ability. Pro tip: record your voice doing shadowing. Listen, compare, repeat. Solo speaking. Method number 3, role play and response. This one is fun and powerful. Here's how it works. Imagine a situation like an interview, small talk, or making a complaint. Ask yourself a question out loud. Pause. Respond to yourself in English, switch roles, and continue the conversation. Example. Q. Hi, how was your weekend? A. Pretty relaxing actually. I stayed home, watched a movie, and caught up on sleep. Q. Nice. What did you watch? A. I watched a documentary about space. It was fascinating. It might feel strange at first, but it's excellent practice. You're simulating real dialogue and training your mind to react in English. Do this while walking, driving, or cleaning. Turn daily moments into conversation simulations. Solo speaking. Method number 4. Describe your surroundings. You don't always need a topic. Sometimes just look around and speak. Wherever you are, start describing what you see, feel, and think in English. Examples. The room is quiet right now. There's a soft breeze coming through the window. I can hear the sound of traffic outside. It's a bit distracting. I'm sitting on the couch trying to stay focused. This builds comfort with everyday language, the kind you'll actually use in conversation. Try to do this once or twice a day. No pressure, just observation and expression, overcoming the fear of speaking alone. You might feel silly talking to yourself at first. That's okay, it's a new habit. And like all habits, it takes time to feel natural. Remember, no one is watching. This is your private gym for building speaking muscles. You're creating fluency from the inside out. If it helps, close the door, turn on some background noise, make the space feel safe, and remind yourself every confident speaker you've seen has practiced alone many times. This is part of the process. Practice. Together, your speaking session for today. Let's build a solo practice you can use right now. Step 1. Shadowing. 3 minutes. Repeat each phrase 5 times. Match the tone. I don't always feel motivated, but I show up anyway. Speaking alone still counts. Progress is built in private. Try saying them fast, then slow, emotionally, then casually. Step 2. Role play 4 minutes. Pretend you're speaking to a friend. Use this scenario. You're telling someone about your current daily routine. Start the conversation. Lately, my mornings have been kind of rushed. I'm trying to stay organized, but it's tough. One thing that's helping me is writing things down. Keep going. Add questions and answers. Speak without overthinking. Step 3. Describe your space. 3 minutes. Look around and talk. Where are you? What are you doing? What sounds do you hear? How do you feel in this moment? Done. That's a 10-minute solo speaking session, and it's incredibly effective. Final words for today. Speaking alone might seem strange, but it's not a sign of being isolated. It's a sign of being committed. You are building fluency, not just for others to hear, but for yourself to believe. So use your voice, speak aloud, make English part of your day, raw, she, with no one watching, because every sentence you speak in private, every minute you invest, every phrase you repeat, it's all shaping the confident speaker you're becoming. In segment 5, we'll explore how to express yourself freely, even when you don't know all the words. Until then, speak freely, speak daily, speak proudly. Your voice is your practice. Express yourself in English, even when you don't know the words. Welcome to segment 5 of Daily English Speaking Practice for Busy People. By now, you've learned that fluency isn't about long study sessions or perfect grammar. It's about speaking regularly, using what you already know, and turning small daily efforts into big results over time. Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest blocks in speaking. What do I do when I don't know the right word? This fear stops people from speaking at all. They pause, freeze, or stay silent. But today, we'll break that fear. In this session, you'll learn how to express your thoughts clearly, even without advanced vocabulary, work around words you don't know, build speaking confidence using simple language, avoid freezing during conversations. Because fluent speakers don't know every word, they know how to keep speaking. Let's show you how. Fluency knowing every word. Let's start by removing the myth. Most learners believe fluent speakers know all the words. They imagine native speakers as walking dictionaries, but that's not true. Even native speakers forget or skip words all the time. What do they do when they can't remember a word? They rephrase, describe, use gesture, use similar, simpler words. They keep the conversation moving. That's what fluency really is. Not perfection, but flow, not advanced vocabulary, but the ability to adapt. And that's exactly what you'll practice today. The power of paraphrasing. One of the most powerful tools in your speaking toolbox is paraphrasing. It means saying the same thing in different words. For example, you forget the word frustrated. You could say, I feel annoyed and stressed at the same time. It's that feeling when nothing is working. You want to fix something, but you can't. See, you didn't stop. You found another way. This is how fluent speakers work around vocabulary gaps and keep conversations alive. Think in ideas, not words. Here's a shift that will help you immediately. Stop trying to remember the correct word. Start focusing on expressing the idea. Your goal is to communicate, not to sound perfect. When you focus on the message, not the vocabulary, your brain stays relaxed. You may not say it like a textbook, but you'll say something real and the listener will understand. Real life example. Simple words, strong message. Let's say you want to say, the event was overwhelming but rewarding. You forget both overwhelming and rewarding. Instead, say, there were too many people and it was loud, but I felt really good at the end. It was a lot to handle, but I'm glad I went. Still clear, still true, still fluent. The key is movement, not perfection. Use filler bridges when you get stuck. Another great strategy is using what we'll call filler bridges. Short phrases that give you time to think. They keep your voice moving while your brain catches up. Examples. How do I say this? It's kind of like, let me put it another way. What I mean is, it's the thing you use when these phrases buy you time and make your speech sound more natural. Even native speakers use them constantly. Practice using them until they come automatically. Build vocabulary. From context, not memorization. Here's something powerful. You don't need to memorize every word. You need to feel how it's used. Let's say you hear the word reliable. Don't just look it up once. Try to say it in different ways. He always shows up. He's reliable. I can count on her. She's reliable. This old car is surprisingly reliable. Now say the same idea without that word. He never cancels. I trust him. She always helps when I need it. The car still works great after all these years. Both versions are correct. Over time, you'll build vocabulary through use, not memorization. Turn mistakes into movement. Mistakes are part of speaking, but silence is the real problem, not saying the wrong thing. So when you forget a word, pause for half a second, replace it with a simpler word or idea, keep going. Example, you want to say, I'm not familiar with that concept, but you forget familiar and concept. You say, I don't really know about that. I haven't heard of it before. Perfect, you made it work. That's fluency in action. Practice techniques, speaking with limited words. Here's a great exercise. Set a vocabulary limit. Challenge yourself to explain something using only simple common words. Try to describe your job, talk about a book or movie, explain a simple process. Use only words you teach a beginner. This trains your creativity, flexibility, and paraphrasing ability. And you'll build confidence knowing you can always find a way to speak, no matter what. Practice. Together, express without the right word. Let's do today's guided routine. Step 1. Repeat useful filler bridges. Say each 5 times. Let me think about that. It's like when what I'm trying to say is, how do I explain this? It's kind of similar to these are your recovery tools when your brain freezes. Step 2. Paraphrasing practice. Try saying this sentence in 3 different ways. I was exhausted after work. Examples: I had no energy left. I was super tired. I just wanted to lie down and sleep. Now you try. The meeting was confusing. She's very supportive. June, I didn't expect that result. For each, give 2 or 3 versions using simpler language. Step 3. Freestyle speaking. Talk for 2 to 3 minutes about a problem you recently solved. What happened? How did you feel? What words did you forget? And then how did you work around them? Don't stop. Don't worry about missing words. Keep the idea alive. Final words for today. You don't need to know every word. You don't need perfect vocabulary. You need flexibility, movement, confidence in yourself. Because fluent speakers are not the ones who speak correctly. They're the ones who keep speaking no matter what. And now, so can you. In segment 6, we'll train your brain to think in English, so you stop translating and start flowing naturally. Until then, use your voice, use your tools, and never let a forgotten word stop you from sharing your ideas. Your fluency is not found in a dictionary, it's found in you. Train your brain to think in English. Stop translating, start speaking. Welcome to segment 6. If you've been practicing along with this series, you already know how to build a short daily routine, speak without a partner, and express yourself even when you forget a word. Now we take on one of the most important fluency skills: thinking in English. It's the difference between slow, nervous speaking and fast, natural communication. It's what helps you respond without hesitation, speak smoothly, and stop second-guessing yourself. But let's be clear, thinking in English is not magic. It's not something that happens overnight. It's a skill, and you can train it. And in this session, you'll learn exactly how. Let's begin. Why translating slows you down. Many learners build sentences like this. Think in their native language. Translate the sentence to English, speak out loud. This is normal, especially for beginner or intermediate learners. But here's the problem. Translating takes time. It breaks your fluency. You miss natural rhythm and tone. And sometimes the translation is completely wrong. The result? Your speech sounds slow, robotic, or unnatural, even if the grammar is correct. So what's the solution? Train your brain to skip translation. Think in English. Speak in English. One language, one voice, one rhythm, what it means to think in English. Thinking in English doesn't mean you have complex thoughts with perfect grammar. It means simple ideas appear in English. You recognize objects and actions using English labels. You react to situations with English expressions. You practice forming sentences without switching languages. For example, native thought, Ami khub klant, translated, I'm very tired. Thinking in English, I'm so tired. With practice, the English version becomes the first and only version that appears in your mind. That's thinking in English. Step 1. Label your world in English. The first step to thinking in English is to start labeling everything around you using English words. Wherever you are, look around and name objects in English: table, chair, window, keys, bag, notebook, light. Then describe what's happening. The fan is spinning. A car just passed by. The coffee smells strong. My phone is charging. You don't have to say it out loud every time. Just think it. This builds a habit of processing your environment in English. Do this often, and your brain starts using English automatically in daily life. Step 2. Use internal monologue in English. An internal monologue is the voice inside your head, the thoughts you have throughout the day. Instead of thinking, "What should I eat?" in your first language, think it in English. "What should I eat for dinner? I don't feel like cooking. Maybe I'll just have something simple." You already have thousands of thoughts each day. Start turning just a few of them into English. It's free, it's private, it's powerful. No grammar rules, no teacher, just you and your thoughts in English. Step 3. React to situations in English. This technique trains real-time thinking, the kind you need in conversations. Whenever something happens, react to it in English. You drop your keys, "Oh no, that was clumsy." You hear good news, "That's amazing. I'm so happy for them." You're running late, "I've got to hurry. I'm behind schedule." These are natural reactions, not textbook phrases. And the more you practice reacting in English, the faster your speaking becomes in real life. Step 4. Watch and repeat English thoughts. When you watch an English video or series, don't just listen. Respond in your mind. Let's say you're watching a scene where two characters are arguing. Ask yourself, what would I say in that situation? How would I respond if that were me? Do I agree or disagree with what they said? Now answer in English, silently or out loud. This kind of active watching builds your reaction time in English, and it simulates real-life conversation flow. Step 5. Set English thought challenges. Give yourself daily thinking challenges like think only in English while cooking. Speak your inner thoughts for 5 minutes in the morning. Write 1 sentence per hour in English. Use only English to plan your to-do list. These mini challenges create micro habits, and micro habits lead to macro results. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Even 1 minute of thinking in English is valuable. Don't worry about mistakes in your head. One question learners often ask is, what if I think the wrong sentence in English? Answer, it doesn't matter. You're not speaking to a teacher. You're not taking a test. This is internal fluency training. The goal is not perfection. The goal is speed, familiarity, and comfort. Mistakes are part of learning. The more you think in English, the better your thoughts become. Naturally, over time you'll notice faster reactions, better vocabulary recall, more confidence when speaking out loud. It all starts inside your head. Practice together. Train your thoughts in English. Let's do a simple thinking to speaking exercise together. Step 1. Label and describe. Look around your space. Say or think in English. What objects do you see? What is happening around you? What do you notice? Example. There's a notebook on the table. I can hear a dog barking outside. The room feels quiet and warm. This helps you connect English to your physical world. Step 2. Internal monologue. Now think about what you need to do today. Say or think, I need to check my emails. I should clean the kitchen. I have a meeting at 3 p.m. I don't feel like doing anything right now. Say it casually. Say it like it's your real thought. Because it is. Step 3. Real-time reactions. React to this situation. You realize you forgot your keys. Now respond in English. Try, oh no, I can't believe I forgot them. I hope I didn't lock them inside. These are natural expressions. Practice them. Step 4. Thought shadowing. Now listen and repeat these short thoughts as if they are your own. I'm not in the mood to talk right now. Maybe I need a short break. I'm doing okay, just tired. Let's get through this day one thing at a time. Say them slowly, then quickly, then naturally. Own them like your thoughts. Final words for today. Thinking in English is the foundation of real fluency. When your thoughts become faster, your speech becomes smoother. When your brain stops translating, your words flow freely. But it doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you label your world, speak your inner voice, react in real time, make English part of your mind. This is not about how smart you are, it's about how consistent you are. Start today, one thought, one phrase, one silent sentence, because every time you think in English, even for 30 seconds, you're building a mind that speaks naturally, clearly, and confidently. In segment 7, we'll explore how to use real-world topics to boost your fluency, so your English sounds more natural, current, and emotionally real. Until then, keep thinking, keep speaking, and trust the voice you're building inside. Speak about real life. Boost fluency with real topics. Welcome to segment 7, the final chapter of your daily English speaking journey in this series. In the last session, we trained your brain to think in English, a powerful step that helps you stop translating and start responding more naturally. Now it's time to complete the transformation by learning to speak about real life with confidence and emotion. Because the truth is, grammar won't make you fluent. Vocabulary lists won't make you sound natural. Speaking about real things with your real voice is what takes you from learner to communicator. So in this final segment, you'll learn how to talk about real situations with clarity and ease, use personal topics to develop fluency faster, add emotion and opinion to your practice. Build real-world speaking habits, not textbook habits. Let's begin. Why real-life topics matter. Fluency is not just about being correct. It's about being relatable. It's about sounding like a human, not a grammar robot. When you speak about your day, your thoughts, your feelings, your routines, you're not just practicing English. You're building a personal connection with the language. You're making English yours. And when English becomes personal, it becomes permanent. What are real topics? Here's what real-life speaking sounds like. I didn't sleep well last night. I'm nervous about tomorrow's meeting. I'm proud of what I finished today. I've been feeling overwhelmed lately. These aren't complicated ideas, but they're true, and that makes them powerful. So today, you'll learn how to build a daily real topic speaking habit, even with limited time. Step 1. Use emotion as your topic. You can talk about almost anything when you start with how you feel. Here's how. Start with, today I feel. Now complete the sentence in your own way. Today I feel tired but focused. Today I feel excited. Something good is happening. Today I feel frustrated. Too much noise, too many people. Then explain why. I slept late. I got good news. I didn't finish my tasks. You've now created a real paragraph in English, personal, honest, natural. Do this every day. You'll become fluent in your own story. And that's the most important story you'll ever tell. Step 2. React to real events. Reacting is the key to fluency. Pick something real, a news story, a message from a friend, a decision you made today. Now respond out loud in English. I can't believe that happened. I would have done it differently. That's actually a smart idea. Then explain. Because I think that because, from my experience, this adds depth to your English. It's no longer just practice, it's opinion, perspective, and personality. That's what real communication is made of. Step 3. Build a real topic routine. Let's create your daily system. Each day, choose one real topic to speak about for 5 to 10 minutes. Examples. What happened today? What are you stressed about? What are you grateful for? What do you need to improve this week? Then speak. No script, no pressure, just flow. Record your voice if you want to track growth. You're not practicing English anymore. You're practicing being yourself in English. That's fluency. Step 4. Use prompts to push depth. To help your ideas go further, use prompt starters. One thing I've realized lately is if I could change something about my routine, something that motivates me is I've been thinking about these prompts lead to real thoughts, not memorized phrases. They stretch your vocabulary, your sentence structure, and your ability to stay in flow. Final fluency tips. As we close this series, here are 5 final reminders to carry with you every day. 1. Your voice matters. You don't need to sound native, you need to sound authentic. 2. Progress is not always visible. Keep going even when you don't feel the results. Fluency grows silently, then suddenly. 3. Consistency beats intensity. 10 minutes a day is better than 1 hour once a week. 4. Mistakes are part of movement. Every time you speak, you're learning. Keep going. 5. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You just need to speak, even if it's not polished. Practice. Together, speak your real voice. Let's end with one last speaking routine. Step 1. Today's emotion. Say, today I feel, because, and I think tomorrow I will feel, make it honest. Step 2. Real reflection. Use these prompts. This week I learned something I'm proud of. One challenge I'm still working on. Keep going. Let the thoughts flow. Step 3. Look ahead. Say, next week one thing I'll focus on is I believe I'm improving because that's it. That's your story in your voice, in your English. Final words. You've made it through the full speaking series. That means something. You didn't just listen. You practiced. You didn't just study. You spoke. You didn't just learn English. You lived it. So take a breath. Smile. Feel proud of what you've built. And remember this. You don't need perfect grammar to inspire someone. You don't need advanced vocabulary to tell your truth. You just need your voice, used daily, used honestly, used bravely. Keep speaking, not just when you're ready, but especially when you're not. And if this series helped you, like the video, leave a comment and tell us your story. Subscribe to the channel for more English motivation and fluency training. Thank you for trusting us to be part of your journey. You're not just learning a language, you're becoming someone new. We'll see you in the next session. Until then, speak boldly, think clearly, and keep going. Your English voice is just getting started.